how do we know that these things that we use to order and collate and gather the data that makes the information of our lives, how do we know whether they're valid? I call this knowledge models worlds. And one of the things that I noticed is a lot of the ways that we talk about things that we create are both verbs and nouns. Model, construct, structure, map. And in this sense, I think this is a nice intersection, sort of a node for us to wonder about why we have these utopian, idealist desires to completely describe our universe on one hand. However, we'd never live our lives like that. I think this is a really messy process. Now, whether I can tell you with scientific rigor whether this works is irrelevant to me in some sense. The fact is I took a month of the newspaper and went through it, tore it apart, put it back together, and each time I made a new object, ball, vessel, basket, whatever, lantern, whatever you want to call them, it refines itself. And I found myself going back and redoing some of them, not with any deep care and want to make this mean this specific thing that you have to figure out, but more it was me playing with the desires that we have to build these structures that we use to define our universe. And I think the only thing that I can really say or feel about that maybe is that I've stayed in this place inside of the lens of how Bob is talking to you about how a specific type of model describes the universe. And there's other concerns I have as an artist. I do a lot more community activism, and I have a lot more social concerns. And I could talk for days and days about all these really, really messy, incomplete ways that we view the universe. And at certain times, what knowledge is depends on what you want it to do. And we'll pick different pieces and different systems to get the knowledge that we need. And does this mean that somebody else has to? No, somebody else isn't going to. And I think one of the problems, and it's a place where I can't really comment on it, is that there needs to be a constant awareness and reordering and validating of these systems so we don't put certain groups of people and their knowledge systems into a place where they don't get to be part of the conversation or they don't get to have the same sort of validity.